When I lived in Orlando in the early 1990s, I used to listen to WJRR on the radio while driving to work early in the morning. And there used to be this guy that would call into the station and tell the DJ how his life was going. His name was Larry, and he said he worked as a cable guy. He would talk about everyday life, but told it in a funny way. His delivery made you feel like he was just one of the guys and we were all sitting around a pitcher of beer at Hooters complaining about our lives. I really did think he was a cable guy calling into the radio station. Heck, I've done it before. When I had attended the opening of the Planet Hollywood in Coconut Grove, I called up the radio station and told the DJ about it because one was going to open soon in Orlando and the place was going to be packed with movie stars like the Coconut Grove grand opening was. Mark Szymanski, the DJ, had me talking on air about it for 10 minutes.
D-I-Z, that is Candlebox. The song is You. Also some live Eric Clapton, and they're recorded in Japan. D-I-Z, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, Mark, this is Skinny.
Hey, how you doing, Skinny?
Well, I tell you what, I was down in Coconut Grove last night.
You were? What was going on down there?
They had the grand opening of the Planet Hollywood.
Well, I guess there's one coming to O-Town, too.
Right.
So how was the grand opening down there?
It was unbelievable. They had all the top stars were there.
Right.
Let me see, there was Arnold Schwarzenegger and his wife was there.
I guess they have, like, a financial interest in it.
Yes. Sylvester Stallone drove up. He worked the crowd pretty good.
So you had Arnold and Sylvester Stallone.
Right, and Bruce and Demi were there.
Bruce Willis, wow.
Bruce played with his band outside.
How was that?
Jean-Claude Van Damme drove up in his custom Harley.
Get out of here.
And he worked the crowd. Whoopi Goldberg was there. Danny Glover, Christian Slater. Luke Perry drove up in his limo standing outside of the sunroof.
Wow. They just keep coming. Who else?
Don Shula was there. Shaq came there. Wesley Snipes. Tom Arnold was there without Roseanne.
Without Roseanne?
Without.
Interesting.
Yeah. Steven Seagal was there. Gloria Estefan. Cindy Crawford came there.
What about Don Johnson?
Don Johnson was there. He showed up really early, and he was dressed. He had some baggy shorts, a T-shirt, and a golf cap on.
Did he look like he was clean and sober?
Actually, no. It looked like he wanted to get out of there and go back to his house or condo or something like that.
Well, but yeah, what do you mean? He just had an antsy look about him?
Yeah, he looked bored.
Well, but that doesn't mean he was drunk or anything.
I couldn't say that because I wasn't partying with him, but
okay.
He was there early and he left and he came back later.
Okay. But man, it sounds like it was some kind of an event.
It was unbelievable. I tell you, when they open in Orlando, it's going to be someplace to be.
I guess so. Well, man, I'm glad you went.
Okay.
And you're back here now. Well, we'll get ready. I guess I don't know exactly the date when they're planning to open, but it is soon.
Uh-huh.
It's a big deal. When you get all those stars investing in it, it's almost instant success.
Right.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Okay,
Thanks
talk
for
to you later.
filling us in. You bet.
I'd occasionally see Larry around town, like the time Motley Crue was on their bootleg tour and played the UCF Arena in 1997, and when Larry started doing local promotions and appearances for the radio station. For a while he was doing the Hooters Bikini contests that were so popular back then. There was at least 5 Hooters restaurants in the Orlando area, so he was pretty busy. I remember one time he held the first annual heterosexual P-Raid, as he called it, and it started somewhere downtown and ended at the Castleberry Hooters, where Larry brought a rock band on a trailer, and of course there was a bikini contest. Larry was a one-man crew back then with little to no help, and I remember watching him plop down in an empty booth inside Hooters, completely exhausted, after a long day of trying to make everyone happy. And he did. He really was a hard-working good old boy, and after watching him that day, I know he deserves everything he has achieved. I saw him at this Hooters emceeing another bikini contest. I'm not sure if it was the Forest City location or the Kirkman Road Hooters. Some of these clips are definitely from Kirkman Hooters, but the ones with Larry could be from either location. Anyway, the bikini contest was just one part of the night's events, as Larry would have a best beer belly contest and the hot wings eating contest. His commentary would have everyone laughing, but he was always respectful towards the girls. The bikini contest was the main attraction, but he also had a t-shirt auction that always got the crowd going. The bikini contestants would come out wearing a t-shirt over their bikini, and Larry would play auctioneer with the t-shirt coming off and handed to the highest bidder. I'm not sure if each girl got to keep the money they got from their auctions, or whether they pooled all the money together and split it equally. This particular clip features Diane, who was one of my all-time favorite Hooters girls that was working at the Daytona location at the time. Here's Larry the Cable Guy doing his best to get the bidders to make Diane's t-shirt come off.
All right, this is Diane, my friend. I got $35 right now. $40. $45. $50. $50 I got. $50. $50. Anybody? $50. Come on, you can beat $50. $50. No, $50. $50 is bid right now. $50. $50. Oh, dang. $50 going once. $50. $51. $55. $55. $56. $60. $65. It's hard to walk hard, huh? $100. Anybody beat that? Anybody beat 100? Hey, do we take checks? No. $100. Going once. Going twice. You want more than 100? How much? $101. $101. If you say 102, we're going to be here all goddamn night. What? $120. Anybody over that? $130. $130. Now you know. Now let me say, hold on. You know that she's a transvestite. You know that. 150. 140. I got 140. 140, wow, now we're weeding out the wussies. 140. Do I got anybody else? 140. Huh? No? I can't hear, boss. Sweet. Hey, what's the auctioneer get, Diane? Once again, I get left with nothing.
His persistence, hard work, and dedication to his craft eventually paid off, and Dan Whitney, aka Larry the Cable Guy, became one of the biggest comedians in the world, all the while staying true to his roots. I like that. Fast forward a few years to when I'm sitting in the food court eating some junk food at the Sanford Mall, and Larry comes strolling by dressed as he always does, and he was holding his phone up to his ear, like he was getting a call so he wouldn't be disturbed, but he was looking all around to see if anyone noticed him. Funny thing was, he wasn't talking into the phone, so I knew he wasn't on an actual call, and nobody seemed to notice him, so I thought I'd go bust his balls a little bit. As he was walking away, I caught up to him. For a second, I thought about grabbing him by the arm, talking into my big Motorola phone like I was security, and say, "I got him." Then tell him we need to go back to Sears. When he'd ask what for, I'd tell him for shoplifting. When he'd protest saying he didn't do anything, I'd look him in the eye and say the Sears employee is sure he walked out of the sporting goods department with some stink bait and a duck call. The interaction and his reaction would have been hilarious. He'd probably tell that story the next time he was on the Tonight Show. I decided not to punk him just because I didn't want the possibility of it turning into a negative experience. I had too much respect for him. I did get him to stop and talk for a while. I made fun of him walking around with his phone up, but never talking into it, and we laughed about that. I also told him about how I watched him work so hard that day with the P-Raid to Castleberry Hooters, and how he deserved all his success. How he soared so high, but still remained grounded. He genuinely appreciated that. We stood there with our elbows on the railing looking down at the first floor of the mall and talked like we were just a couple of regular hard-working guys sitting around a pitcher of beer at Hooters. Here's one more look at Larry the Cable Guy and those beautiful Hooters girls. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this story from one photographer's life.
All right, here we go. We want to get a real quick picture. So this is my buddy Dan from the radio station. If everybody can pull in here just real quick, we'll get a real tight shot. If you got the heterosexual parade shirts on, try to get together. We'll get one frontwards and turn around, we'll get one backwards. So we can get your parade names on there. About half the crowd that was into parades in there eating ain't gonna come out here, so we're gonna have to do with what we got. Salsky, get in that P-Raid. Tara, get in there. Don't be sitting on your little nice little third grade hind end. Get in here.
Come on.
Just real quick. If you can, just get up and get in the photo. Just if you can, real quick. On third, did you get it? Hold on. Get in here. One more. Very good. Hey, turn around. Let's get your heterosexual shirts in there. Yeah, we got to get going. It's going to start raining. All right, let's go start this, Sabrina. There's Sabrina right there. I'm going to bring out your first girl tonight, today, whatever. They're going to throw out a T-shirt and a coolie.
working at the Hooters.
Just like us working at Hooters, he's making all my customers happy.
And she'll definitely make you happy, don't you? All right, there they are. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to final round. We're going to get the final three, and you will know the winner of this contest. Then we will have a drawing. The winner gets to go home with the winner. So, your third runner-up, Diane. Your second runner-up is Heather. Your winner tonight is Susanna. Is your winner tonight. Let's hear it for all three of these girls right here. And remember, I am not the judge. So don't get that. Let's hear it one more time for these girls, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, I want to thank y'all for coming out. Appreciate it. Listen to it tomorrow morning. Hey, let me, one more time before I go. One big loud final get her done on three. 1, 2, 3.